Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're doing Trending Tuesday, the video version. I'm really excited to be able to introduce more content for you guys, but in a way that's going to hopefully be more impactful for you. One of my downfalls of this project of just writing out the email was a lot of times it was difficult for people to understand, especially the movement-based things that we were incorporating. So today we're going to add in the video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to do something that I'm really excited about. I've been thinking about doing this for a long period of time. I've never done any ice bath or what they call thermogenesis training. And so today, hopefully for your benefit through humor and hopefully my benefit through health, we're going to try this out. So what I've done, guys, is I've got we went up to Ramona, California, and I purchased what's called a stock tank. So if you're looking for this online, you're looking for a stock tank. We're looking for a 4 foot by 2 foot and then 2 feet deep. And for someone who's my height, I'm pretty tall, 6'4". This is probably a long enough environment for me to get pretty much submerged all the way. We'll try it out today and see how it goes. But you will want to pick up some ice from your local grocery store. I picked up 2 10-pound bags of ice for about $4 each, so it was about $8. We filled it up with a hose, and then we're going to jump in here and give this a try. So let's give this a shot. Maybe I'll hold this so you guys can hear my pain as well as just see it. Oh, man. Okay, so that's pretty chilly. So it's hard to talk because my heart rate's jumping quite a bit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to talk through a little bit about why you might be doing something like this. So your body temperature is normally about 98.6. We know that, right? However, one of the things that's important about that is when you go into the cold, your body will attempt to burn calories, which will increase the amount of heat that your body can create. It's still really cold. So with that being said, in order to burn more calories to offset the temperature change from your environment, it's actually a really cool way of being able to access something that's called brown fat. And I was looking at this on a bunch of different videos. White fat, there's 2 different types of fat. White fat is fat that's found throughout your system, like in your hips, in your thighs, in your butt. But brown fat is really designed to increase your metabolism and help you burn off other types of fat. The brown fat's going to help you to look a little bit better, a little leaner. So, it's burning. So when you increase your brown fat through the use of cold submersion like this, it's really beneficial. Other things that I think are really cool about the idea of using cold as a regular part of your routine is it has your ability to change your state. Like coming into this filming today, I was nervous all day. And I know kind of getting out of this just from some practice with doing cold baths and like cold showers. Coming out of this, you're going to have a lot of energy. Your heart rate's going to be up. It's going to be a different state change. So like Tony Robbins talks about this quite a bit. He'll do 57-degree cold submersion every morning to try to change his state. And it also talks about how mentally, if you can force your brain to get in and do something that's normally not comfortable, it's actually a great way of being able to control the system, almost like operating from a place of ownership over your mind versus just like, being the passive observer of what's going on in your system. So, one thing that I wanted to talk about today as a secondary piece besides the cold submersion, as my body now goes through the stages of cold, which is cold, then things become burning, which is kind of where I'm at now. Then they'll start to ache, and then eventually they'll go numb, and that's if you stay in it for long enough. One of the things that we notice about this is you can use your breathing exercises to help control your body physiology, the way that your body functions, to get a better outcome and to really be able to control your heart rate and things like that. So The second step that I'm talking about today on Trending Tuesday is what's called box breathing. Box breathing is a mindfulness exercise that looks at it's something that you would visualize in your head. So if in my head I see a box like a rectangle, and each side of the box represents a certain amount of time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the visualization to be able to help me with breathing through the box. What I mean by that is going up the side of the box, I would be breathing for, let's say, 3 seconds. Then along the top, I would breathe for 3 seconds. Then along the other side, I would breathe out for 3 seconds and then back around. So it'll look like this. I'll take a deep breath in. I'm going to hold that for a 3 count. And then I'm going to breathe out. And that's for a 3-second time period. And then I would start again. So it would take me through an entire cycle. So breathing in. And that's pretty hard. Normally I can do a better job, but because this is so friggin' cold, it's a little bit of a challenge. So breathe in for 3 seconds. Hold the breath for 3 seconds. Breathe out for 3 seconds. And then start again and hold that no breath for 3 seconds. So you go all the way around the box and you're just visualizing this experience as you're going around. What this does is it helps you to focus on something that you have control over. And it takes you outside of your physical environment, which right now is somewhat challenging. I'm going to hop out of here. I'll see what my body does after this. So give me a second here. All right, so pretty much what I'm feeling right now is from where the water was submerging my body down. I'm really stiff, like tight. So just something to think about. I definitely wouldn't want to go and try to do a lot of movement right after this because I'm not going to have a lot of coordination. I definitely feel like an increase in blood flow to the areas that are involved, which would be great for getting rid of inflammation, which would help with recovery post-workout and so forth. And I feel pretty awake. I didn't have any coffee this morning because I was curious of how that would affect my situation here. And I'm definitely wide awake and very alert. Okay, guys, so the third action step from today's Trending Tuesday is a quote by Mark Manson. He's the guy who wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. Beep. He has a quote talking about negative emotions. So he says, negative emotions are a call to action. When you feel them, do something about it. And I love this quote because so often in our lives we have things like pain that come into our lives. We have difficult work environments that come into our lives. And the idea behind this is we have to recognize that they're there and then be able to take action to improve the situation. So thanks so much for listening today to this video edition of Trending Tuesday. We'll be pumping out more of these hopefully as we go forward, and we'll see you guys next week.